Good afternoon, Corden Soroka from Allendale's trading floor in McHenry, Illinois. Friday, September 16th, 2011, bringing you your After the Bell commentary today, wrap of what's going on. We have seen red across the board again today for the corn, beans, and wheat. Another day of selling was upon us today after good liquidation yesterday, and through most of the week we saw some more liquidation. Corn did close down 9 today, 692. Beans down about 3 1/4, 13.55 1/2. December Chicago wheat down 7 3/4, 688 1/4. So we did finish lower across the board. That was close to today's lows. Corn's low today, 691 3/4. So they were in here as sellers again. Continued fund liquidation is what the trade is calling from the floor, as well as better yield numbers coming out of the south and the western corn belt. So both of these things are keeping pressure on this market here. Guys have talked frost, but it hasn't been enough to support this market. The FSA, Farm Service Agency, came out with some numbers as well. They came in a little disappointing. Those numbers did come out, and they were on our morning email, so if you want to be on that distribution list, give us a call in. We'll get you on that list, something we send out to everybody that would like to look at us, so give us a call in. The other interesting thing to take note, we had a very heavy volume in the overnight session today, and then didn't have a whole lot of volume for the day session, so both of those things are going to be played in here today. So guys are looking yield. Give us a call with your yield numbers, your early numbers, what they're coming in with. Let us know what your crop's looking like. We've gotten some good pictures and some good ideas off the combine. Beans, frost concerns, they did fail to support us today. Early morning, we did trade a little higher in both the corn and the beans. However, we did sell off towards the middle part of the session and finish the day lower. So these frost concerns were not enough to materialize into a continued bullish run for the beans. Also, the FSA numbers for the beans were disappointing as well. Lighter volume in the bean session today. It was Friday, but uncharacteristically light, so a lot of the heavy selling was done yesterday in both the corn and the beans. Wheat, rain's moving through the southern portion of the country here. A lot of Oklahoma, a little bit of coverage in Kansas, and a little bit in the panhandle of Texas is going to be pushing down the wheat market. KC was the leader down there today. As far as cattle in the plains, cash traded yesterday in lighter trade at 118, 117 today on heavier volume out there. So we are seeing some of these cattle prices, cash getting traded a little bit better here. Some have made the argument the past few weeks we may have rallied a little bit too much, too quickly. So we may look for a setback there. October cattle traded 118.65 1/2 at last trade, down about 22.5 cents for the session. Hogs today, short-term National Pork Month buying is coming to an end today. We did see a large sell-off in the hogs, down $1.47 1/2 in the October contract. 87.52 1/2 is where they had finished. So we're looking for that second leg down in the hogs, continued selling. So look at being a little bit more short on some of those nearby contracts, maybe a little bit more friendly on some of those deferreds. Outside markets today, crude, when I last looked, was trading down $1.45 a barrel at 87.95. That came under a little bit of early pressure today and stayed lower. The dollar, when I last checked, was trading about 32 higher. We had a gap, actually, earlier this morning on the dollar. A lot of buying came in, and that did support the dollar. So it's probably being looked at as profit-taking there for the sell-off that we've seen the last couple of days. Stock market, the Dow was up 62 points at 11,496. European fears are still something that is causing pretty good concern in this market. Guys are continuing to look to Europe, looking to see what the banks are doing over there to help alleviate the cash crunch. So we're going to have to keep an eye on those guys, as that's really the leader in the market right now, is these European fears. Economic situation here in the States isn't doing as good as it has been, so we've got to keep an eye on that as well. We've seen a pretty broad rally here in the stock market last couple of weeks, but we've got to see good demand, so that's going to ripple into our commodities as well. If we're not getting good demand for these grains and these meat markets, it really could unravel the good bull run that we have seen for the last couple of months. I also wanted to mention our research special right now. We're doing a harvest time special, 13 months, $270, or 3 months for $90. So give us a call, get yourself signed up through Harvest so we can talk a little bit about marketing. We've got a good group of knowledgeable brokers here that are always willing to help you guys out. So give us a call, 800-262-7538, or check out our website, allendale-inc.com. So if you guys need anything, give us a call. If not, have yourselves a good weekend, and we'll hope for a better trading week next week. Take care.